Children, how are you all? I know you all love drawing and painting. Since childhood, you all love using colors. Before, you used to use crayons, and then you started using sketch pens, and slowly you started using the watercolors, and then you upgraded to oil paints. Yes? Today we are going to learn how to do painting in computer. Now let us start with chapter 4, MS Paint. So before we start, I want to make few things very clear for you all. As you all know, we will be recording with the mobile and we will be focusing on the screen. So at times it will be blurred and at times it will be bit wavy and bit shaky too. But at least you will be able to know where are the options and you will have the idea of how to use this option. Okay? Now I will show you how to start MS Paint or how to open MS Paint. Children, you can see here the start button. You have to bring your cursor to this start button and you have to click it. Once you click, you will see the list popping up there. Okay? Here you can see the paint is written here. Okay? You can click on this and open paint. Now suppose children, if you can't find this paint in this list, you can just type paint in this search box. You can see the search box there? Yes. Here you can type paint. Once you type paint and you have to press enter. Once you press enter, the paint window will open. Now this is the paint window. Okay children? Here first I will show you the title bar. Here you can see the blue bar children. This is known as title bar. So this is the left corner of the paint title bar. This is the paint icon. And here as you can see it is showing untitled and dash and paint. This means this untitled is the name of the file. Till now we have not given the name of the file. That is, we have not saved the file. That's why it is showing as untitled. And this paint is the name of the application. And this is the right corner of the title bar children. Now you can see 3 small buttons. When you keep the cursor on the button, you will get to see the name. See here it is showing as minimize button and the second one is the restore button and the last one is the close button. The function of 3 buttons are same as you have seen in the notepad. So the next bar what you can see is the quick access toolbar. Here we can see home and view. Okay children, and this is the ribbon bar. Now below the ribbon bar you can see this one more bar with 3 small buttons here. So as I've told you, this is below the ribbon bar. Here 3 buttons are there. I will show you what are the names of button and the function. If you keep your cursor, you can see the name of that button. This is the save button which we use to save our file. And this is the undo button and this is the redo button. So all these 3 I will be explaining you later when I will be showing you the drawing part. See here children, now you all know the title bar. Now we'll get to the next bar. You can see the next bar. This is known as quick access bar. That means you have a quick and fast way to access the tools. There are two parts. One is home and one is view part. First I will explain you about the home part. In this home bar, here you can see the first part, that is known as clipboard part. Here you have the option of cut, copy and paste. See children, this you have already used in Notepad, but in the Paint application you will use the same thing in a little different way. So when I will show you about the other things, then I will be able to teach you about this cut, copy, paste. I will teach you in detail later. Now comes the next, that is the image part. Okay, here you can see the select option. In that, when you click, you can see the list dropping down. In this list, you have many options like rectangular selection, free from selection, select all and many other options. As I told you, once we will learn how to do the drawing and paint, then you can see these options properly. You can use and learn these options properly. Okay, now next is the tools. These are the main things. See children, when you hear about the tool, I will just move the screen a bit. Okay, once you hear the word tool, immediately what comes to your mind children? Yes, like hammer or screwdriver and all such things. But tools are nothing. These are the things which we use to do a particular thing. Okay, like when you want to do some writing work, what are your writing tools? Correct, pencils, erasers, scales and all that. Same way, these are the things what we are going to use to do the paint in our paint application on the computer. So these are the main things which we need to use for doing drawing or painting. So these are known as tools. Now I will show you how to use these tools in detail. The first one is pencil. See children, when you bring the cursor to the tool, immediately there is a pop-up showing which tool and what is the use of that tool. Okay children? Now see, when I clicked on pencil, immediately it is showing pencil here and it is showing the use of that tool. Okay, it is showing the name and the use. Okay, I'll show you how to use. First you have to click on that tool. When you click, it turns orange. You can see children? Yes, this shows that is selected. Now you bring that pencil. See, the cursor is also changed here. Once you bring into the drawing area, as I have told you, this white part is the drawing area. Here you have to click and move your mouse to make a particular drawing. Any shape, okay? Like how you use the normal pencil on the paper, same way children. Here you have to click the button and you have to drag it to make the shape here. So this is the way how you have to use the pencil. Now you can see the lines are so thin. Now if you want to use the thicker pencil, you want to use the thick lines. For that you have to move a little bit further. Here you can see the size. You can see the size here. Here when you click, you can see different lines of different size, the different thickness. Okay, when you take the first one, you get the thin line. Now if you take the second option, you will get a little thicker line. Then the third one, obviously more thicker, and the last one is the thickest part. This option, this size option, you can use for pencil and the brush. Now we will go back to our tool part. I am going to move it a bit. I am trying to zoom it. Okay. Now next here you can see the paint bucket. Yes, the name of this is fill with color. And it is written there, click an area on the canvas to fill it with the foreground color or right click to fill it with the background color. Means when you click this, you have to use this tool to fill a color. Now suppose here if I click, now before clicking here you have to select a good color. Of course all colors are good, but which is your favorite, that you have to select. For that I will move the screen a bit. Yes, here you can see the color palette. Yes, so in this bar so many colors are there, children. Yes, so whichever color you want, you can just go to that color, click your mouse on that color, and once it is selected means you have picked that color. Okay children, now we will come here back to our star shape. Here you can see the star shape. Here if I click, you can see that part is colored. Now if I click any other part of the color bar, that is a different color, that color will get selected. You can see here in color 1 that color is selected. Yes, this color 1 is the color which you have selected to do the drawing or painting. Okay children, and this color 2 is the background color, means this drawing area color, that is. Okay children, so suppose I have changed the color now here. Okay, now again we'll go back to the star so that I can show you how to color that. Okay, now see if I click here, that part is getting colored there. Same way you can color the all the shapes, all the parts of the shape. Okay, this is the way how we color. Now suppose if I color this shape, now see what will happen. Oh, see the whole screen got colored. Why the whole screen got colored, children? Because this is the open shape. It is not like this star which is the closed shape. When I clicked on this closed shape, only that part used to get the color. But this shape is open shape. So the color will flow out of the open space. So for the open shapes we can't use this paint. Understood children? Now how to remove this whole color which has spread to the whole screen? Here you have seen in the title bar, but you will not know how to use it. So here see, this is 2 arrows are there here. When you click on undo button, this is known as undo button. The back arrow is known as undo button. This is used to remove the last action. The next here it is the redo button, means to bring back that same action. Okay. Now see if I click on this undo button, what will happen? See, the color which was spread to the whole screen, it came out. Yes, that action, it went back one step behind. Okay, now again if I want, I can do the redo button. See, again it came back. But now we don't want, so I will click the undo button here. Okay children, now I will show you how to use the text tool, children. First, as you know, you have to select the text tool. Okay, once you select the text tool, you have to click here on the screen, and then when you click, you will see the dotted lines. You can see a dotted lined box. Yes, and now you can type the word. Once you type the word, and if you want to do any changes, you have to select the word. Now how to select this word? It has been already taught to you in the Notepad chapter. Here, once you select, you will see the options are similar to what you had in the Notepad. Here, you can change the fonts, the first box. When you click on the small arrow there, you will get a drop-down list. Here you have so many different fonts. You can select any fonts. Okay children? Now suppose if I am selecting this. Now you can change the size of the word. Okay. And now you can make it small or big or whichever. Now here you can change the style. That is bold means you all know it is to make the text thick. If you don't want, you can just remove, or else you can make it bold. This is I. It is for italic, to make it a bit slanting, and this is for underline. If you don't want any of this option, you can again click on that button and remove that option. Okay. Now this font, it will be in bold. It is not allowing us to remove the bold. Okay, so it is in bold. Now here you can change the color of the font also. For that, I will move the screen a bit to show you clearly. As you all have seen the color box, whichever color you want, you can select. The text will take that color. Now see children, the box is highlighted still, means the selection is still on. Okay. Now once you come out of the box, you will not be able to do any changes. So whatever changes you are supposed to make, you have to make when the box is on. Okay. Now I will come out of the box, means I will click outside. Now whatever changes you have done, it is taken here. But now you will not be able to do any changes in this particular text or this particular word. Okay children? Okay. Now we will see the next option. The next tool is the eraser tool. You can see the pop-up, and the pop-up reads eraser. Eraser is the tool which we use to erase part of the picture and replace it with the background color. Okay children, I will just use and show you. See, this is the eraser. You can see the small box moving. The cursor has changed the shape. You can click and drag. It will erase. It is like how you use the normal eraser. Okay children? Okay. Now we will take the next tool, that is the pick tool. And this next to it is the magnifier tool. Now these two tools I will be teaching you in detail later, because these tools can be used when we have a picture here in the drawing area. Okay children?